Coronavirus cases are going down in the United States, but in Russia, they're going back into a COVID lockdown. The country is now reporting more new daily COVID cases than during any other time in the pandemic. This surge is forcing the government to tell people to stay home for the next 10 days. NBC News reporter Matt Bodner joins us now from Moscow. So, Matt, first of all, tell us just how bad is this new surge in cases there?
Joe, good morning. Well, we saw two record-breaking numbers this morning that really underscore why this is happening. The first is the daily case growth. Today, for the very first time, surpassing 40,000 new cases. And also, sadly, the daily fatality rate also record-setting today with about 1,159 reported for yesterday. So all of this is really underscoring how serious the situation is here and basically why this is happening now.
So, Matt, Russia was the first country in the world to authorize a COVID vaccine with what's known as Sputnik V back in August of 2020. Two questions for you here. First, how are the vaccinations going? And second, help us understand just how effective is the Sputnik vaccine? Maybe a lot of people were scratching their heads about it because it was approved so quickly. So is it any good?
Sure. Well, so I guess just to start with the efficacy, Sputnik basically, every time it's gone up for international review, international scientific scrutiny, has been vindicated by those studies. We'll see a lot of wild numbers kind of thrown out from the backers of Sputnik here, ranging from 82% effective to 93 or even 97. They also insist that it's better than the Western mRNA vaccines. But really, when you look at the international studies, it falls somewhere behind Pfizer and Moderna, but ahead of AstraZeneca. But I think you can look at a lot of different studies here. So there's really, I think, internationally not really a lot of legitimate concern about its safety. But vaccine skepticism here in Russia is rampant. The vast majority of the population still refusing to take the shot. I think the latest update we got on complete vaccination was about 33% of the population. It's been around 30% for a while. There was a big, of course, over the summer when Delta arrived, it also came to Russia, and there was a lot of concern about rising cases over the summer. And the government then launched another vaccination campaign, tried some other measures to coax people, to convince them into getting vaccinated. But back then, back in July and August, that number was just around 30%. So it's obvious that the vaccination messaging effort is basically a failure. We're hearing that word thrown around a lot by supporters of the vaccine here, basically by business owners who are very upset about this lockdown, about having to return to this state. So I think the Kremlin at this point is basically trying to figure out how to deal with this. There were reports this morning that they're using this week to kind of prep a more aggressive messaging effort. That has been denied. So it seems like a lot is in the air now on what their next move is. But there's also, I think, a growing interesting trend where that 30% who has been vaccinated are getting increasingly frustrated with the 70% who have not, especially, again, as we're returning into this lockdown now.
All right, Matt Bodner. Matt, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.